today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
On first down, Rich throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll go option to the short side. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, they'll run it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Rich. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Thomas. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Rich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 3rd down, Rich eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Come on. Hey,
on 1st and 10, Rich being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
Throwing on first down. Rich. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Rich. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
From the 29, Thomas. He finds his man, complete. That's Williamson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Cougar 19.
On first down, Thomas. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Green. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Thomas. He finds his man, complete. It's Williamson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. It's Green, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Williamson. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Thomas. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw, Thomas.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year, and he'll start again here, 1st down.
They'll try and run with their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Rich. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's Thomas to throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Green. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Thomas. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Thomas now on 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down, it's Green. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive, and it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Rich. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Rich.
Sideline pass to Jacobs, complete.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action. Thomas. He's got Green. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Thomas on first down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Williamson.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Green.
He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On the ground, it's James. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 33. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So out come the Falcons now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rich. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left.
Going right back to Wilson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Rich.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 1st down, Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Rich.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll kick things off with an AFC East matchup in Foxborough. Buffalo visiting New England. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. The Pats trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Eagles. The Giants trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cards still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, Thomas. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Thomas. James has got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Rich, and that's complete to Adams.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Rich. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Now a give right side. Green. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it with James. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Thomas. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Green. That's strong running. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Thomas. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
To about the 26 here.
They suspected that there was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 19-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On fourth down, Rich. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 2nd and 12, Thomas. He finds his man, complete. It's Williamson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw is Thomas on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Falcons offense set to go. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw on 2nd down. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rich. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Looking to throw. Rich throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On the give, this is their fullback.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And now out come the Jags.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Let him know. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant.
Thomas throwing to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Thomas. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williamson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars.